guys, I'm currently in Hongdae. I actually wanted to just record a little video because I was communicating with Don Macdonell, who is he's the creator and producer of a project called Everlivingdreams, and essentially he asked me if I could write an article basically about what is my creative outlets and what do they do for me, and how do I go about expressing myself through them. Ooh, it's bread. So I just wanted to talk very briefly about that. I have actually a couple of really cool things that I'm doing, which is part of my creative outlets. What I'm doing is, first of all, I casually model when it's something that I really enjoy, and I find that it enables me to be creative in certain ways. For example, I get a chance to pick really colourful outfits or combine outfits together in a special way, which makes it some really cool, in my opinion, nice photos. And additionally, when you're actually on set or you're on location and you're modelling, you're able to use your body in such a way. That can be really, really creative in the way that you feel the space, or the way that you feel essentially the frame of the photo. And of course, as model, you're only really 50% of what is created. The other 50% pretty much is your photographer and what he or she brings to the table, and in terms of skill and things like that. But with regard to what I'm able to do, what I like about this particular process is that it's very, very, very sunny right now. What I like about these particular photos is that I can make thumbnails which allow me to impart really interesting messages to help people to think about the way that we think, essentially, the way that we think, some of our belief systems, and how we can perhaps look at situations differently. And I find that although I can use images of other people to do this, and frequently I'm just going to try and get this traffic light right here across the street. I'm on my way to a meetup to practice some Spanish language with friends, and I'm heading there right now. I'm in an area, approaching an area called Mangwon. Anyway, I'm able to create thumbnails. I'm able to create thumbnails in this way, and as a result, rather than constantly using images of other people or other things to create these little messages, because they're far, far, far more captivating when you use it with a person rather than putting a picture of something. So I like to actually use the images that I've created with the photographers to actually to create these little thumbnails and share these messages that for me are important. I like to share messages about how to improve relationships, intimate relationships, and also if you're single, what to actually really be focusing on, rather than to be thinking of scarcity and lack. How can you actually how can you reframe the way that you look at things, and by using different words and different questions. Anyway, so ultimately this is essentially how I am creative. This is how I use my creative skills in building my brand Travel and Tash, and how I also direct attention to my projects. For example, the keto project that I'm working on right now. Unfortunately, I'm not going to put images of myself in those, I don't think. However, I can do that with my book on relationships that I published back in January. Anyway, Don, I hope that answers your question. And everyone, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye.